All right, stepped outside for a minute here to do an update. Feeling a little bit helpless not being at the courthouse, but John did call and give me an update on lunch. Feeling pretty frustrated right now. Quick update here on Judge Jones. John did already update on this, but I'm going to go ahead and repeat it just for anybody who did not see his live stream. Judge Jones testified on behalf of the prosecution, and after testifying on behalf of the prosecution, Gabriel Knight instructed him to go visit Dwayne Strzok and ask him questions after they learned that he would be one of the witnesses. He intimidated him to testify that Ammon Bundy would be seen as the leader, and Agent Jones also put pressure on Dwayne to testify that he saw guns he did not see at the refuge. He went there on behalf of the prosecution, Ethan Knight. Would the prosecution tolerate the defense sending somebody to one of the prosecution's home, one of the witnesses' homes, and pressuring them to testify a certain way, or would they be called into account for witness tampering? They would be called into account so quickly, it would be the first thing that this corrupt kangaroo court would address the next day, would be what the defense did. And when Ryan tried to bring to light the severity of what Agent Jones did, there's so many agent, judge, and titles. Judge Brown silenced him, saying that he has questioned this witness enough and his time was done and he was to sit down. This agent intimidated one of their witnesses, and Ryan Bundy was told that he had questioned him enough and it was time for him to sit down. So the other thing is that John Kilman has been identified as an informant. I think I have 54 or 84 mutual friends to him. Guys, clean up your friends lists, okay? If you learn of somebody being an informant, reporting information back for the government, you know, you can say all day you're friends with him just so that you can spy on him, but keep in mind that means he's spying on you too, and being able to access your friends list and things that may have not been public. And what you have to understand is that when these infiltrators get into your friends lists and they follow you that way, they don't have to get a warrant to get the information off of your Facebook page. So we can do our part to not be paranoid, but when the political prisoners advise us, like they did from day one about Mark McConnell, we could probably just trust them and go with our instincts, and if not, you know, blocking the people, at least removing them as friends and watching them. Any of you think there's something up with me, remove me as a friend or block me. I don't care. So you know what? We're fighting for liberty and freedom for everybody. So we shouldn't be shaming each other to keep people on friends lists if you're uncomfortable. If we're going to do that, then we might as well just say we're not fighting for liberty, we're fighting for a dictatorship, and that's not what we're fighting for. So, you know, if you're uncomfortable with somebody, unfriend them. If you're hearing things that's making you uncomfortable, unfriend them, block them, do whatever you need to do to keep yourself and your family and your friends safe. So John Kilman has been identified as an informant. We don't know his real name. He has 2 accounts. Go ahead and search his name. He may not take the stand because it sounds like some of the information he's going to share could be damning to the defense. And so he might not take the stand. So the other part with that is that now any witnesses who take the stand that the defense believes is an informant, the judge is giving them a court-appointed attorney to meet with before they take the stand. Isn't that nice of her? She didn't offer that to Matthew, who was at the refuge. She didn't offer that to Brand, who was at the refuge, but she is now offering that to any future witnesses for today that the defense tries to call. So apparently John Kilman got to meet with a court-appointed attorney, and then before the judge would say whether or not he could take the stand, the judge paused the trial, sent the jury out, and went in the back and met with these attorneys to try and decide if he should, sorry, I shut my phone off, to decide if he should or should not take the stand. The judge is meeting with the informant's attorneys to decide if she should let him take the stand. This is an absolute joke. This is a kangaroo court. This is a complete joke. They have not only been controlling what witnesses for the defense come to the stand, but they control the narrative that they're allowed to discuss. Now the judge is trying to protect the informants. This is why you can't go to court in a federal court case and have a federal judge be presiding over it, because she will always look out for the best interest. Sorry, incoming call. So the last thing that I want to bring up is that